Good morning, everybody. It's John Cronin here again from Platinum RV. Just going to give you a quick rundown of the 2018 nüCamp Tag XL as we have it here at the Toronto RV show. This trailer, as you can see, we've brought it in the silver and white trim. Just an absolutely classy looking setup. It actually looked a lot better than I had anticipated. Been a very, very big draw at the show here for people to be looking at. Just a quick overview of the outside. I know many of you are already familiar with a lot of the attributes of the tags and the XLs, but real quickly, the standard is a 5 foot wide. This is the 6 foot wide body. Some of the differences, we've got a couple hundred pounds more on the trailer, but you've got a little more room in the back kitchen area. We've got the same size removable cooler there, but cabinetry set up just a little different because we've got some more room, different shelf up top here. Same 2-burner grill. We've got a 5-gallon tank underneath for water, but you also come with a stainless steel microwave, which is a very cool option when you're plugged in at a campsite or at home when you want just to do something quickly. Great way to have everything prepared for you. So real quickly again, as we walk around the trailer, we've got the pop-out windows. These windows actually come from Europe. The one thing with the Tag trailers is very same as the rest of the nüCamp line. They just don't do anything cheap. One of the greatest features they've done here is if you want to get the 10x10 or the 7x5 or 5x7, pardon me, add-on room, this trim used to always be an option. Today it's not an option. It comes with it. That's where the room would actually hook onto. I'll try to maybe put a link to some of the pictures down there below in the description, but if not, shoot me an email at john@platinumrvsales.com and I can get you some pictures of tents we've set up. Just it's a great way to add some extra room in them. But on the outside here, again, real quick, understanding most people have probably seen a similar video. We've got your propane tank and your battery tank, which is encapsulated in this great ABS cover here. So right now I've got them empty, just sitting here. But your propane goes on the left, your battery's on the right. Very cool feature. We have a battery shutoff now on all the trailers. So that battery disconnect comes in really, really handy, even just when it's sitting in the driveway. You don't want to have the battery on, maybe draining. So really something we've actually used even here at the show to save some power on some of the batteries that we've got. We have one trailer right here that you can see plugged in. It is a 5 wide. Now I've got it plugged in right now to charge, but it's been running on its battery because we're not running a cord there while the show's on. That's been running on a battery for 2.5 days now. So I figured I'd give it a little charge today, but wasn't showing any signs of needing it. So that just speaks to the way the system's put together, but also the LED lights that are everywhere in this trailer. But back to the 6 wide. Also, what you can see here, regular 5 wide is just under 1,000. This is just over 1,100 pounds, 1,150. Now when you add your propane and your battery, you're really going to be closer to that 1,200 pound mark. So you need to keep that in mind. That's usually the deciding factor when people are looking between the 5 and 6. It's depending on the vehicle they're towing. So real quickly we'll get a shot of the driver's side here, where you can see we've got our LED lights. We've got the outlet for the AC unit, cable. We've got our water inlets, which are in the lockbox here. And then we've got our set up here for our outside shower, which is great whether you just want to, it's just more of a spray port, but fantastic for when you want to clean up, take off the dirt from the beach or the sand, or clean off the kids or the dog. But when we walk around a little bit further, you can see the windows. We'll check those out. Now we're going to hop inside real quick and see, there's that. This is one of the most popular things people like to play with at the shows. So let's take a look inside here. So right now, as you can see, so the setup is going to be exactly the same as our 5 wide. So all we're getting here is the extra width. We do have a 6 foot wide mattress, same length. We've still got the 78 inches long on it, which is great. But some of the updates that little guy's done, our cabinetry's been updated a bit. We've got some great wood trim going around the beautiful curved window we have there. But the LED strip along the front headboard is absolutely awesome. Gives some great extra light, as well as the headboard now become just a little more functional. It was fine before, but it had a top that flipped up. This just makes it a little more functional, a little more easy to get to things if you've got anything sitting in there, whether it's books or anything that you want to put in there. Makes it just a little easier to get to. Very, very nice addition. We'll get the battery box out of the way here. One of the things that people seem to be very interested in at the show was the under bed storage. So we've got a hinged storage now. So both sides are hinged together, which was a great change because otherwise the boards would slip a bit. It wasn't a bad thing, it just was hard sometimes to get them aligned. Now they're joined together up in the center here with a hinge, so that big long floor plate is hinged together, so it really works well when we're trying to get under here. Lots of storage, whether it's for your cords, your tools, your linens, lots and lots of room in there. So I'm going to hop in here real quick, give you a little better idea of what the room looks like. This thing. So, okay, now so sitting inside the tap, you can see the extra room we've got here. Now I'm not incredibly tall, I'm about 5'8", but you know, regular size guy for our area here. But even reaching up, I've got to reach up to get to the ceiling. It's not you're not cramped in here at all. With the extra room, we've got great access to the cabinets. You got the air conditioning. We've got our stereo system, which is a Bluetooth, DVD, FM, AM, USB. You can do just about anything. So if you've got music on your iPod or on your phone that you want to switch over to it, you can. Then one of the things I like to show people is the mattress here. This is about a 4-inch thick mattress. There's 2 of them right now, so they're doubled up right now. That's how they come in a nice plastic bag, so they're fresh from the factory. Know that nobody's been on them or been sleeping on them. It just makes it an awful lot nicer. But this is a huge improvement over the previous years. The previous ones were actually not bad. This is very comfortable. It's a much denser foam. You can probably even hear it as I tap on it a bit. It's just a very solid piece, but yet comfortable when you're on it. So it's that was a big improvement they've made as well. And then as we look back towards the back again, what we've got here is we've got this way. You can see our fire alarm. We've got our speakers on the roof. You've got your fantastic fan, which is a huge, huge thing to have in a trailer this size. We do have an air conditioning system in here, as you've seen. You almost don't need it when you've got this fantastic fan, except for those few days when it's going to get real humid. That's when you would be really appreciative of that air conditioner. But that's a great thing to have. And some of the additions you see here, change the hardware, a lot nicer, very, very stylish hardware, stainless steel hardware. But this is one of the features they've added, which I believe was Mandy Lee's idea. The cupboard here, the TV cupboard here opens up. So before that was just space for nothing because this TV was mounted there. So now we've got some extra storage, which again in a trailer this big, huge deal, huge deal. So over here we've got our fuse panel. All our fuses, breakers, very household stuff. So if you do pop a fuse somewhere, you can go to, you know, well, any RV dealer, but a Canadian Tire, Home Depot, and get that kind of stuff. We have our charging center. So you've got 2 USB outlets as well as a 12 volt. Great thing to have. And of course, our regular power system here. Now, our windows all around it. So the front window and the 2 side windows. What we've got our screen going one direction, the night shades going the other direction, and these windows open and close too. And one thing a lot of people don't realize is not only do they open and close, they've actually got a setting which is almost like a vent. You don't want to drive like that, but what it'll do, it'll let you close and lock the window while leaving it cracked open a little bit to let a little bit of air through. It's a very nice feature to have for sure. They're very, very comfortable. They make for a comfortable setting, and they let a lot of light through when you want them to. And if you don't want them to, obviously we just close them up and put the blinds up. So great setup. Got our cup holders here, because in North America everything has to have cup holders. These lights have been a really neat feature that people have liked for the reading lights. So these reading lights, if we tap them one time, they're adjustable. We tap them once, they come on in a really neat kind of blue color. Press and hold, It's a nice bright white. So either if you want something that's very sort of dim, not so bright for reading, you just tap it once, hit it twice, and we've got a nice bright light in here too. So just a great upgrade they've done to these trailers. We've got tons of pictures of them online at www.platinumrvsales.com. If you have any questions, give me a call, shoot me an email. Gregor will be happy to answer for you. info@platinumrvsales.com. And if you want to give us a call, 1-877-847-8843. And of course, always drop by. We're in Caledon, Ontario. Thanks very much.